So basically what I was trying to show you, because your phone dumb and you dumb and your phone bad, uh, is when I go here and also on my phone, just is poof. To put it into words quickly, says return to yeah, don't worry about it. Uh, so when you launch the game, this is what I've gotten to at this point. Still haven't changed that, blah. This is still the same. Here you are. You get here, you're the wisp. Walk up to him. Ah, hello there, what a kid. Are you a boy or a girl? Here's where it starts, right? Choose boy. Change into the male protagonist model. And then ask for your name. So standard is Vakai. Click OK. Goes, play your name, basically, is what it comes out to. It says, what a wonderful name. What is it you'll do when you grow up? And that's where the class thing is supposed to start. I decided before doing the class selection that I wanted to finish the classes for the scope of the game that I wanted. So I've been working on the classes all night. You choose girl, it removes whatever model is currently there, replaces it with the female protagonist model, and then you have here, and so he would say Nagori, but just for example, let's name her Madeline, and boom, Madeline. A wonderful name. They did it at the class section. That's basically what the video is trying to show. I've been working, like I said, with the classes. So if I go to the database here, go to troops, fight this guy. This is a level 25 warrior, which I'm thinking 25 is going to be the max for the game. It's not going to be a super long game. So if we go in here, ignore. In fact, I'll just remove her. Delete this. All right. The maxed out warrior guy. Go to your special page. You have strong attacks. That's just higher damage to an enemy. Cleave, attack all enemies. 5 turns, increase attack party. Axe skill, powerful attack against 3 random enemies. Chainsaw, added by the weapon I'm currently using. Howl of the Tundra, added by the accessory I'm currently using. Pommel Bash, strike the enemy with the handle tip of your weapon, dealing damage with the chance of inflicting stuns. So, and he loses balance. That's stun. He has a chance every round to recover from that, but until then, he can't act. Now he regained balance there. Alright, so counter stance, a defensive stance the warrior takes to take abuse while dishing it in return. Dishing it in turn. So I can't use it right now. I should set. Hold on. Do this. It costs 25. TP cost. I'm gonna make everything free for demonstration. TP cost. And then P cost. Let it cost. P cost 5. HP cost 70. Alright, so endgame warrior. Counter stance, basically this is your tank and spank, right? So you're more likely to be targeted. You have a chance to counterattack when you're attacked, and you take less physical damage and your defense is increased. So, big tank boy, defense went up, I take no damage, because I've become too tanky for this particular mob, which isn't supposed to be late game, so basically I've outscaled him. I was in it for the late game. He has no chance against my might. It takes no damage, and now it's worn off, right? So the next one, Combat Mastery. Enter a neutral state, and neutral state. That enables you to go toe-to-toe with most foes rather easily. So this adds dodge chance, crit chance, hit chance. It increases your attack by a very small amount. Increases your defense by a very small amount. Gives you a 10% counterattack chance. Also heals you and increases your, that's the attack defense I was talking about. You see, it gives nowhere near the defensive capabilities that the first one does. But you see we're doing much more damage. Alright, so then we go Berserker Trance, which this is probably going to kill me. But a stance that enables massive damage at the cost of defensive stats. So, this is... Oh, I actually live. So if we then go to, say, example... Fuck it, let's do Chainsaw. See what this does now. 1,000, 997, 963, 10... Yeah. So, basically, if you look at the stats of what Berserker Stance does, it's 250% attack, guaranteed crit, but you half your defense and you take 75% more damage from physical attacks. So it's like a trade. You also take damage when you initially use it. So if we did Berserker Stance, let's do Pommel Bash. It also gives you 2 additional actions every turn. See, it massively increases your normal attack damage. Broad Sweeps allows the warrior's attacks to hit multiple enemies. So basically when you use this, it's going to lock off your attack so that you can no longer use it. And your attack is replaced with Sweep, which hits everyone. So, that's cool. Go here. Anyway, going back in. The final ability, kind of the ultimate ability for the warrior class, is Aegis of Valhalla. A powerful defensive technique that the warrior can use to defend his party from physical attacks. So this gives a massive, basically, defense buff across the board for all of his allies. It gives a little bit of health regen, so you heal every turn. But it's basically just a lot of increased defense, and it also grants the ability Spear of Valhalla for a limited time. So if anyone who's affected by Aegis of Valhalla gets Spear of Valhalla while the effect lasts. So this is a powerful attack granted to those under Odin's protection. You can do that. Boom. That's a big damage right there. So now you're thinking, you get your brain turning, right? Normally, Aegis of Valhalla is difficult to get off. That's why it's overpowered. With the 75 TP, basically TP goes from 0 to 100, and you earn TP through being hit, or hitting people, or taking actions. Certain abilities will give people TP, etc. So normally this is very expensive. It's 75% of your TP. But then Berserker Trance is 25 TP normally, so you can kind of mix your damage kind of thing. And now you go to Spear of Valhalla. Boom. It gained like, what was it, 2500 or something, or 4k or something like that. But yeah, I finished the warrior class. See, they can use swords, spears, axes. They're more likely to be hit by 15%. They have a steep health curve, very low mana, pretty up there attack, pretty decent defense, absolute garbage tier magic attack, mediocre magic defense, decent agility, and then decent luck. So they're your tank spank slash, standard fantasy warrior class. That's the only class I've worked on so far, but that's basically what I did tonight.